Okay, listen, John and I are getting married.
Let's get you wedding ready.
Okay, there's no mirror here.
It's okay, we don't need it.
Do I look okay?
Well, it's too late.
You and Amy have quite a history together. You guys have been working together for a long time, friends for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Walk me through this evolution, how you got to Life and Beth, and if you have maybe a fun story you want to share that you haven't shared yet.
We actually met in an acting class. Well, it wasn't a class, it was like a 2-year training program. We were with Bill Esper. And we always were admiring each other's work. And then at the time, Amy needed people to get stage time as a stand-up. She was trying stand-up, you know? And so I would be one of those people, and that's how I got to know her. And then we had a theater company. We had we would do these like comedy fundraisers to pay for these serious plays, and that's how we started working together like fast on comedy and like doing sketches in front of live audiences and things like that. And it just kind of parlayed into working together on Inside Amy Schumer and everything else, you know. Oh God, if you like a story that anybody knows, I don't know. That's really dangerous. It's a dangerous question. She says, she used to say publicly that I know where all the bodies have been buried when people ask her about our relationship, but now she's changed it. She says he knows where all the bodies are buried because he buried them. That's her disclaimer about our working relationship.
I think I've always kind of known that my brain works differently.
You said you were an expert and that you could evaluate John.
I am not exactly an expert yet.
What do you mean when you say symptoms? That's a big word.
That's a great photo of Meg Ryan.
She's a patient, not of mine, but I know her issues through a friend.
I think we're gonna just go.
You wear a few different hats on this show. You play Matt, obviously, your EP,
Mhm.
and you directed a couple
Yeah.
of episodes this season. So
Uh-huh.
I first want to ask you, which do you prefer?
You know, I'm an actor, and any other hat I gain is because we were just too dumb to hire anybody else along the way. But we had a group, a theater group, like a large group of actors that many of them play like guest spots on our Inside Amy and on Life and Beth, and like it's just this big ensemble of people we always work with. And you know, I always just kind of volunteered because I was pretty good at talking to the actors and stuff like that. So I've always done that. I've always coached Amy on everything, every movie, you know, so it's just, it's sort of, it wasn't begrudgingly, but it's just like, you just kind of wake up and you're like, someone's calling you producer and you're like, I don't know what that means, you know?
So what does it mean? What do you get to bring in or add to your plate now?
I feel like you know, Amy and I used to have this saying, like, the greatest feeling in the world is that when you realize no one knows what they're doing. So you take the pressure off yourself. But you know, we have like so many things that we are feeling more and more comfortable to take a swing with and to, you know, make it ourselves and to take on projects. Even just Life and Beth, we had never done a narrative television show before. So season 1 it felt like a heavier lift than season 2 for us because we were, you know, making sure we were doing everything right. You know, there's a little anxiety and nervousness about it. And we wanted to, as I just said earlier, it was supposed to originally shoot in April of 2020, and we got shut down for a whole year. So it felt like this kind of big monster we were trying to get out of the gate. And then by season 2, we felt like it was just fun. You know, it was no pressure. It was no, you know, it didn't feel like work at all.
Sometimes I have no idea what he's thinking. I'm just looking for some answers.
I see here that, you know, you did have kids.
Oh, no, does the ball say that?
I wasn't saying that, I'm just looking at your body. Yeah.
She's right, like 4 or 5.
The fact that you guys are so collaborative just
Yeah.
makes the show so much better.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's fun. It's you know, and we, a lot of us, you know, we know each other really well. So the 4 EPs or the 4 directors, the 4 of us are always on set. You know, sometimes we forget because we shoot the whole season as a block. We forget, and they're like, oh, sorry, you're directing this episode. You know, so we sit there, you know, but that's how close we are. It doesn't bother us at all. You know?
No coffee.
1 cup a day is okay.
Okay, but if I don't have the coffee, then probably fine to have a glass of wine. This feels like we're all agreeing.
I would just not.
Yeah, don't. You wouldn't. But.
And you won't.
And I won't. Right.